welcome to Damn It Vacant, a wrestling podcast. I'm Ellis here with Joe.
Hello.
We are on a little summer break at the moment while we have summer festivities and birthdays. Happy birthday for last week, by the way.
Thank you.
Mine's next week, wedding anniversaries, and the Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Takes John
little
out of
hiatus
action for
rather
like a
than
month.
this week. No, we're not recording this week. So, yeah, it's a little break. We'll reset in September. But we did go to Odyssey Pro Wrestling Stormy Waters.
You got to think about that, didn't you? Even though it was
I did,
only
yeah.
last night.
I know.
Yeah.
Last night in Morecambe at the Alhambra, so we wanted to get this review out. So this is a little bonus pod from us.
Yeah. And it was warm in Morecambe. I don't think I've ever been to Morecambe and it's not been like blowing a hoolie or lashing it down. Like even when we went the first time in August, it rained constantly, didn't it?
Yeah.
Also, literally 5 years ago, their first show. This was their 5th anniversary show, which I completely slipped me until they mentioned it at the end.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, Crivens. So 5 years. Well done. That's good. It's good going. But just about as well that my brother is rewatching them from the start on Patreon. He's paying for it himself. He's not using my one because he said that was dishonest, which it is. But then he also asked me to download them so we can watch them on the plane when he goes on holiday. So who's the real criminal here, Darren? But no, he said that like it's interesting because he wasn't there. He only came about 2-3 years ago, weren't it? Like he missed the first half of their lifespan, sort of thing. And he said it's interesting to see people now from where they were back then.
Yeah, because he said to me in the car, he's like, Decker's not a very nice man.
No, but this is we'll get to this when we get to this. But as we've said before, the fans of Morecambe are incredibly fickle and have very, very selective memories when it comes to things people have done in the past. But it's wrestling. It doesn't matter, does it? It's just fun. But no, it was just like it's fascinating to see because he was like Sheriff Steele coming out to bagpipe music and doing like comedy bits and stuff. And I was like, well, he's a funny man. But he said, no, it's just I've only known them from this part forwards and seeing it from this part backwards. It's fascinating. So that's well worth a $5 of anyone's money a month to go back and watch them all.
$5 back catalogue.
Yep.
There's six shows a year normally.
6, 7. Sometimes there's bonus ones thrown in and that in there.
So,
But yeah, because I was watching them back when I was checking them and that, and I'm like, God, I'm gonna have to start these again because I can't remember half what happens, to be honest. Because even on the posters, I'm like, who's that? And it was like Jenny B. And I was like, oh God, I forgot Jenny B existed. Yeah, just wild. It's only been 5 years.
I know. So you're talking about like the women's wrestling, and I was like, yeah. So it started off with like Rio, Lizzie, Evo,
Tonga, yeah.
Tonga.
Again, but it's I don't want to get into that because that's a whole separate thing. There is another wave of women wrestlers coming in. It's just there was a bit of a dry spot for a while, and that's no one's fault. You can't magic people out of the air, and I'd rather have no one than someone who is going to drag the average down. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Speaking of which, unfortunately, Lina Austin was injured. She had a scheduled match with Natalie Sykes.
Yep, for the OPW Women's Championship.
Greenwood did inform us at the start that they had arranged another match and then had received a text message from Natalie with a bunch of words no one understood. Basically, it meant I'm not wrestling a nobody for no title. When there's no title on the line, I ain't coming. I'm on a mental health break.
I asked your lad and my nephew. They basically explained it to me because it was all in youth speak. But it was good.
On do not disturb for 7 days. Yeah, mental health break.
It was fun. It was a good bit. We hope Lana Austin's okay. We hope to see her again soon. And I think Natalie Sykes won the Rise Women's Championship last night or this weekend. The 3rd person to hold it. So that's good for her. I like Natalie Sykes anyway.
Yeah, I like Natalie Sykes.
She just needs to have bigger shirts.
I'm assuming at the merch stand. I'm assuming you mean.
Yeah. Well, I've only got one shirt and it's a small. Well, that's not going to fit me, is it? You could buy it anyway. I could, but I'm not going to.
Greenwood did say that match would be at the next show.
Yes.
So hopefully Lana shouldn't be too long. So yes, that match was not on the card, but we kicked off with the aforementioned Decker He had an open challenge out, and he faced Holloway to start it off. Accompanied by Getsky, of course.
Yes. Aldi's favourite sons. We saw them going to Aldi when we had to turn the car around.
At least you didn't do what Peter was like. Shout at them.
Like, yeah, I was like, no, they're going getting a sandwich. Don't yell at people in the street unless it's Scott Oberman, in which case it's heavily encouraged. And there was also a gentleman sat next to my brother who had never been to a show before, had brought his wife and child along with them, and was genuinely amazed that Decker was allowed to drink while wrestling. He was like, that can't be real. I was like, yeah, it's rum. He's like, but he can't be wrestling while drinking. I was like, take it up with him. It's what powers him. I don't know. Yeah, Decker's number one favorite boy in Morecambe. Holloway and Getsy, the Anticarnists. Still hated, despite the fact that I don't see how you can hate Getsky because he's a cheeky scamp, isn't he? Yeah. He's a lovable little rogue. And to be
shouted at by Ref Steve to get his hands out the ring.
Ref Steve shouting so much yesterday. But also, my brother said, like, it was the Overboard Rumble, I think 2 years ago, where Holloway debuted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, that's flown by. And he's got better and better as time's gone on. I'm still not 100% on board with going, we're vegan and using that as a heel angle thing. But I know it's Morecambe, and I don't want to say they're simple people because they're not. But if it gets some heat, it gets some heat, I guess. Just for me, it feels very old school.
Daniel Bryan did it in his last championship run when he created that beautiful belt.
I know that. And look what happened to Daniel Bryan. He got a plastic bag put over his head by his mates. So, you know. But again, like, Holloway's up there now in terms of should be going for that Morecambe Bay Championship. Like, there should be a lot more people in the fight for that, I think, because that's actually using that as your I don't hate using the word, but like your mid-card belt. Then, yeah, there's a lot of people who should be thrashing about for that. I don't know, because we've had several open challenges and rumbles and all that sort of stuff for it. But I want to see more. I don't want to see another tournament because I'm not Tony Khan. But yeah, just more people going for that belt. I mean, Collins has got it now, and Collins is just going to spoilers for in a minute. But yeah, Collins. Yeah, it's Holloway's great. Decker's great. There was like a sequence in this that made me go, ooh.
Which one?
I think it was like I think it was when he was going for like the first. I think it was when he was going for the Hangover. I like Holloway just flips. There was just like really good chemistry between the two of them.
Series of reversals. He went for the Hangover and he did like threw him over his shoulder. He then went for his pedigree variant and then he reversed that into the figure four.
Also, yes, more figure of fours.
Into the reverse pressure. I love the figure four. As soon as I heard you on my side as he was putting it on, getting very excited. I was like,
you don't see it often enough anymore. Like everyone's bringing sharpshooters back, but why not the figure of four? It's a classic move, and it really hurts as well. Because there was a figure of four round the ring post as well at one point, which again is just good because it's right up close, and it does make you go, ooh, that's. And I'm going to refer to her a lot through the course of this because we were on the second row peasants this time. As we were so joyously called. And there was a lady sat in front of us who was very, very animated throughout this, and I love her. I mean, no ill will about them. They like who they like, and there's no room for anything else other than that. If you disagree with it, you will get constantly turned around and that, right? Because it happened throughout the entire thing. Because for me, wrestling isn't as real as it is for the Morecambe people. Like I'm jaded and old, and I know that these things are done in this way, and that's how these things work. So I like to cheer for the people who I like, not just the goodies. You know what I mean? Because I as I think it was when we interviewed Shady Natras said, like, it's much more fun being a heel because you can be a absolute rotter to people. Whereas being a face, you've got to be, dimples.
Yeah. Lift the babies.
And also, like, but just throughout the entire thing, she just kept turning around and going, ha! And telling me stuff about the wrestlers that I already know. Because, but she was having a great time. And that was the thing for the moments that she was sat down.
Apart from when we were cheering for the bad guys winning certain matches.
Oh, yeah. She just kept turning around and glaring at me. I'm like, what? Do something. I've had 3 counts of red stripe. Oh, thank God. But yeah, Decker, Holloway, a really good match. We got the little bit of Getski interference, but not too much that made it cheap and undersold the match at all.
No, they actually had me, which again, talk about being old jading fans. I always pop if I've actually been got at a false finish because you generally can read when it's going to happen. But yeah, the one where Getski interfered with the turnbuckle pads, Steve was like, I can see you.
I can literally see what you're doing.
But I like the fact that he turned all 3 over, so it made sense that Ref Steve took a bit longer there.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one. And during that, they went in, did the double team move, turned around. I did think that was it.
And it was quick as well. It wasn't like,
was there a low blow maybe in there as well?
That was later. That was later on, the low blow thing. No, they just double teamed him with that like Russian leg sweep / face kick thing. Yeah. And genuinely, I was like, oh, here we go, shenanigans straight out the gate. And I was like, it's going to be a shenanigans show. Brilliant. I love a shenanigans show. But no, Decker kicks out. Eventually
get involved again.
Getski tries to get involved again. Gets knocked off the apron by Holloway. Again, much to the delight of the people in front of us. And Decker hits him with the hang over the hair of the dog. I always get confused between the two of them, the pedigree variant. And that's it. Game's a bogey. Decker stood tall.
Holloway sells a good pedigree as well. He does.
Like I said, I've come a long way for appreciating Holloway now. I've seen him in other places as well where they're not heels. Because he's got.
Well, you did point out there is another podcast that does Morecambe show reviews. Don't know. But he did shout out at Silent Mark, like, why have I not been on your podcast? He's been wrestling for like 20 years, 14 years, what it was. And he was like, I want to be in wrestling for 2. I was like, is that actually true? I know he's been in Morecambe for about 2, but actually wrestling for 2.
Well, he came in, didn't he, in that Rumble with all like the other, they felt like they were trainees from somewhere. Like Lucky, and there was a couple of other lads, I think Sunam and stuff as well. So maybe, I don't think maybe 2 years, probably a bit more than that. But if he wants to come on here, we'll have him. Because
I did hear you shout that. We'll have
him. Yeah. I was like, we'll have anyone. Like,
I will have anyone.
Not in a derogatory way. It's just, we do need to fill space. No. It was a cracking match. Decker's like getting the Bernie Clifton style microphone. Is it Bernie Clifton, the guy that thing? And then someone's music hits, and I'm like, ooh, Isaac North's name comes up. I lose my shit entirely because we've not seen North in Morecambe for a year now, something like that.
No, it's been there. I had a thing with Alexander Gray last year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Have I forgotten that entirely? Oh, yeah, of course he did.
He's been there the last couple of shows.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I've just chose to forget that for some reason.
Pretty sure he came back at the Rumble.
He came back at the Rumble. I remember that because he was one of the last 4, I think, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's only literally.
But he's not had interaction like this on Decker. I mean, Decker did put up a bit of a fight, but he was done.
Can't kill what's already dead. Yeah. Well, work the leg. It's nice to see North's entering his old man Kratos phase of his career as well. Don't hurt me. No, he looks great. He looks genuinely terrifying. And he came out and he just did that big boot slam thing in the corner, which he does really well. He's got like a ripcord clothesline thing going on as well now, and just that big sit out like choke that he does as well.
Yeah,
that's it. Game's over. Decker's dead. He had a good life. Um, but I'm hoping that means that we're going to get North and Decker in a proper match next show. Or again, North going for some kind of belt because he's had the tag, hasn't he? When he was part of the freak show and stuff. But yeah, so because I think he's now Grand Pro champ.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
because he's in that fatal four-way that I mentioned last night.
Yes,
champ.
Yes. But as an opening match as well, absolutely banging. Everything that you want it to be. Because the crowd, I don't know what we said, like, it felt summer holidays, maybe. It felt quieter than it normally was.
Until we got to a certain segment towards the end.
But yes. And it was still fun. I don't know. To me, it felt a little more dead. Maybe because we weren't sat where we normally sit and my acoustic.
Also, you're not used to being able to see the crowd. Because we're front row.
That's true. I've never seen that. How many times have we been there? 5 years we've been going there, and I've never seen that skull and crossbones above the bar. I've never seen it. I pointed to my brother, what the bloody hell's that? Oh, it's skull and crossbones, right? Ah, makes sense. Yeah. The joys of the Alhambra Live.
Now with popcorn. Yes. No, it was good opener, but also setting up something. So I always like stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's really important, especially at these shows for those who aren't on the socials to see the packages and stuff. To have something that's coming up, which we then went into a tag match, which was Lucas and Logan versus Jack Mercer's continued quest for his first victory, and he'd found a partner in Wildfire Nate Reese.
It felt unjust. This 2 giant lads against 2 tiny lads. I know that
Nate loves wrestling a giant.
Oh, right. I mean, his matches against Mickey Barnes are some of the finest little guy, big guy matches I've seen in a very long time. And like I said, he loves fighting out from underneath. He does it really, really well. And again, Jack Mercer, like, still chasing that elusive first win. I'm fully on board Team Mercer now. I thought it was dumb at the start, but he's turned me round on it just because it feels so genuine from him. Like, because it felt silly and a bit like a silly gimmick, but he's made me believe that he will win. And it's I'm when that day comes, I'm gonna be so happy for the boy, because he suffered in this match as well. He took some absolute horrible stuff.
He tagged himself in, didn't he? Nate was having a good go.
Yeah, well, that's the beginner's error. Oh, we also got one of those Irish rips to the corner and Nate using his body as a block, which I love that move. I don't know why. It just shows good levels of teamwork.
Yes, it's good. And what was even better, they went to do it again, but I think Logan was being whipped. Lucas had then gone to that same corner, and then Jack saw him and reversed it and sent him back to Nate's tag corner. I was like, that's class.
It's good. It was, again, just little subtleties like that. But like Mercer's got better every time. I mean, the first time we saw him, he with his moderate aggression. He's come on leaps and bounds. There was some tremendous stuff in there. He did get his nose popped at some point.
Absolute clocked at one point when he went in. Took his first clothesline straight to the
and he folded him in half, and then bloke who'd never been before was like, Jesus, next to us. He wasn't Irish. But yeah. And again, it's just that thing of making people look like monsters so that when you eventually fight back up from it, it looks great. And Lucas, and they've got a really good sort of surly attitude about them. And again, the crowd hate them. But again, my brother watching him back when Lucas was Lucas Neon. He was like, "Oh, so he was like, oh yeah, he was a fan favorite at one point." Yeah.
Whatever you see now, they could have been the complete opposite years ago.
Yeah, he could have done like 8 revolutions by now.
There was a good false finish here, and he hit one of my favorite moves, a cold breaker on Logan, which Reese pulled him right at the last.
I genuinely thought, because it were a cracking code breaker that as well. I bit because like I was like, oh he's come on, here we go. He's finally done it. And the pin gets interrupted, which was when that day comes.
Yes, and then he sadly went on to lose. But yeah.
So he got his nose popped though, didn't he? As well, like there was a bit of blood.
It was, yeah.
Which I don't think the other team realised because they were honking his nose and stuff in the corner. And I was like, that's not cool, lads.
No, I think they did realise because after it, Lucas then went wiping it on the referee's shirt.
Well, yeah.
Greenwood's shirt. So I think, they were doing it playing. After the match, Greenwood went and got a towel from the bar.
Yeah,
really good wipe down.
Can't move.
Because Silent Mark had said after the first match, it's very wet in here.
Yeah, it was sweaty. It's rare for the Alhambra to be that warm. It's normally quite cold in there at the front. So it was a nice change.
And we had a part 1 main event sponsored by Ricky Halfpenny Fitness. There was no Ricky Halfpenny chair or table to go through, though, unfortunately.
I am going to ask, Ethan, if you are listening to this, can I put fake adverts up? I'll pay. But I just, on that opening bit, when people are coming in and stuff, can I just put fake stuff up there? Like, I just want to do it. Like Papa Clementine's crab identification baton. Like, just stuff that I make up. Linen. It's like stuff we do on repeat or delete. We have a fake advert bit on it now that we make up. Because it's just a fun thing. Because I don't know. No one's gonna pay attention to it because they're all too busy eating the burgers and whatnot. But for me, just to be able to go, that's funny.
Yes, this was the sponsored match. It was Ryan Hunter against Jack Johnson, complete with biker gloves.
Yeah, it gave me big. Have you ever seen that clip of what have they called the Proud Boys, the American racist people, and one of them's trying to rip up a sign that says like a pride sign or something, but because it's like plastic and laminated and stuff, he's trying to rip it and he can't do it. So he tries to, but he's got these combat gloves on, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's the best 5 minutes you'll ever spend because he gets increasingly frustrated while all these people are just laughing at him. It's brilliant fun. But it's those gloves. Obviously you can't wear those because it's wrestling. It's not Kumite. Not Kumite, the wrestling company. Kumite, the Blood Sports film. I need sleep.
Yes, no, it was a good match. Jack Johnson. Yeah, I always enjoy watching him wrestle. Still jumping off multiple ropes into a drop kick. Always, it's like
the
level of balance and a
in a ring that's very sweaty. Yeah,
good point as well. Yeah, in the ropes.
He's Jack Johnson is one of those. I think it's good that they've got him because this was one. I was cheering for Jack Johnson to win this because I think he's really great. Hopefully he becomes King of Salford on Friday. And the lady sat in front of me turned around and went, "Yeah, but how many championships has he won here?" And I was like, "Well, none." But do you just want the same 3 people to keep winning them? Is that what you want? Because that's rubbish, isn't it? I said Ryan Hunter won it, but that was ages ago. Like,
it was now. Yeah.
It was a long time ago since he's held any kind of championship. And I said, and I like Jack Johnson. I genuinely think he, in my eyes, is the better wrestler. I mean, nothing, not take away from Ryan Hunter. But Ryan Hunter's been doing this a lot longer. And it's just an age difference, isn't it, really? Not that he's old. I'm going to have so many asterisks about everything that I say. If any of you are listening to it, don't take it. I don't mean any disrespect by it. It's just there is a noticeable age difference between the two of you, and that's not a bad thing. But yeah,
it's a good match. They had really good chemistry. It was a beautiful cut that Johnson did. He did like a spinning throw on Hunter and then into the cutter, which was just done really well. Done really well from both of them, which I enjoyed.
Yeah, we got some. Also got Hunter does really good big kicks and big knees and stuff because he's quite a big lad. It really looks convincing. Right?
Yeah, I've noticed that even more since he's returned from his year off.
Yeah.
That is educated feet, for want of a better term.
That spinning back foot thing, yeah, looks really good. And also, like, he's finally managed to nail that Hunter's arrow, so it looks tremendous now as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah. Did a series of kicks as well through the ropes. I think Johnson kept getting caught up and he kept knocking in there.
There was shenanigans, though. He went to get his glove and, it hit him with the glove. And
we did again, yeah. That was another good false finish. The ending, though, was a little Terry Funk Rock Mankind kind of nod, wasn't it? With the chair, hit the rope,
the chair, hit the ropes,
hit him in the head,
hit himself in the head,
and that's what led to the Hunter's arrow.
That's why you shouldn't cheat. Finish. Never cheat because nothing good comes of it. Excuse me.
No, but good match. It will be interesting to see where Hunter goes from here, though, because he has now strung together a good
couple of wins since his return,
back, and we say he's looked class as well since coming back. So obviously we've already spoiled it. There is a title change with a new heel in tow, so that could be something. Because him and Decker have actually quietly strung together quite a few wins as well.
Yeah.
And I do think, did Decker lose one to Collins recently? The last show. He got clobbered in the head from behind. But he has put quite a few wins together.
He has put a few wins in, but ever since he lost the belt, like, he's been a bit up and down with it. But
yeah. Hunter's won every one, I think, since he's come back. So
it's the thing of that Decker's always looked like a struggle, whereas Hunter's always look a bit like it was never on the cards, sort of thing. I will say that. That's just me. Like, Decker has to fight from underneath, whereas Hunter never seems to be not in control of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then part 2 kicked off, and this is our first sign of Ethan. Fresh trim. Still got his geography jacket on.
I said to my brother, I'm disappointed he's not sewed leather patches onto those elbows, just for the bit. You can get iron on, applique them on.
This is the aforementioned Morecambe Bay Championship. Alexander Gray defending against Craig Collins,
who just came out as Craig Collins. No mask, no nothing, no gaiter, nothing. Just came out and looks genuinely terrifying, like scarily worse, like, but not having the mask on. I don't mean that in a horrible way, but he's just like, he's a unit, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's tremendous.
And they hate him.
On the edges, I mean, when we get to the main event, I'm gonna use a Brock Lesnar analogy. Well, he's the Heyman to the Lesnar, but what adds to that as well is I didn't realize until it was said to me about the Heyman angle was he took the mic for both the introductions, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he did the introduction. I was like, that's good. It's very Heyman.
Yeah, little nods and winks.
Yeah, I love it. I particularly liked. I can't remember what move it was that ended up with Alexander Gray like lay in the corner, but Ethan was just next to him going, "That looked like it hurt, didn't it?"
Did that hurt? Yeah.
Looked like it did.
Just proper shit out, isn't it?
Alexander Gray replied and said, yes, it did.
Yes, it looked like it did. If Collins throws you somewhere, you're going to feel it. That's just how it goes. And it's one of those, like, Alexander Gray has been a great champion with that belt. He's had it for a while now, and he's put on some absolute banger defenses of it as well.
Third defense.
Yeah, but there was like a scramble as well, weren't there, at one point?
Well, yeah, his first one was like a battle royale, and the other one with Isaac North.
But he like, Gray's brilliant. He's got metal in his chin, as the woman in front of me informed me, and I was like, yeah, I know. I think I paid money towards the GoFundMe for that. Did you? Then shush. But I wanted Collins to win because I think Collins should do a win. Like, he's a workhorse, isn't he? He's there every show. He puts on absolute, like, he's just a monster. and they hate him so much, and they're screaming and yelling at him, and he does not care. Like,
yeah. And he's
it's
a Morecambe legend as well.
he is again, yeah, old
Dating way back before Odyssey. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him have. I don't like the term bad match, but all his matches. Do you know what he reminds me? He's like Morecambe Sheamus.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Just banger
after
banger.
Yeah, and it's
but
because he's so big, but he sells
by the crowd as much as they probably should do.
We've said before, but say again, Morecambe people like who they like, and that's that. They're not there for the subtleties of it. They're there to scream and cheer for their favorite people, and that's fine. That's what wrestling is. It's only sad acts like us who get bent out of shape about things like that. But yeah,
he brought his Alhambra slam back. Decker did comment on that video, said this popped me.
I love it. It's what it's figure fours, double axe handles, things you don't really see a lot of anymore. And I love it, bringing back some old school stuff.
Well, I've heard the phrase a lot recently. What's old is new.
Well, it's all circular, isn't it? Like, I saw a young man in a Von Dutch t-shirt yesterday. Like, that's coming back round again.
No, so that was good. But we had Gray locked on the STFU again, which he won.
And again, I thought he
won with that last time, didn't he?
Yeah, no, that's his. You're not able to throw Collins around, are you? That's the thing. Yes, I think he did try and lift him up at one point, and I was like, that's a schoolboy error there. But yeah, no, he got that locked on, and I thought, here we go, we got this here. It's another win in the tick in the victory books there.
Ethan had other ideas though. Came in with a belt, distracted the ref. He threw the belt, didn't he, to Collins, and then
as the ref turned to get it, I will say, he looked like he probably put the boot in on his nards. Like, I'm sure I heard something click. Like it looked awful.
Then he did the thumbs up in his face as well.
Yeah,
a nice thing. Should be noted here as well that while this was happening, Collins did actually tap as well.
Collins did tap. That was the thing. I'm assuming this might lead to a rematch at some point down the line. Because the only reason it was released was because Gray released it to go and get the ref and be like, he tapped. Why have we not called the bell?
Yeah, I was just going to say that because one of my most annoying tropes in wrestling, this is more like AEW, WWE stuff, is when someone jumps up on the apron when you're mid finisher or something, and you stop doing it. I'm like, just finish
it. Yeah,
just finish it. If they want to come in, just finish the move, and then they look at it. But the fact that his whole back was to the thing, and he thinks he's won, and he's got up. And then obviously saying to them,
he was holding it for ages, and Collins was tapping and tapping and tapping.
Yeah.
And eventually, why has this not been called? And he gets up, turns around. Right, sense. Ethan's there. Right. Again, it's not making the ref look stupid. Ref can only call what the ref sees. This is what I was trying to explain to the lady in front of me. It's not the referee's fault if he's distracted. He has to make sure that everyone's safe in that ring. As I was explaining to my nephew yesterday, he's like, why are the referees there if they're always getting distracted? I was like, because otherwise it's just two lads mucking about, isn't it?
Yeah. I said, go and listen to our pod.
I said, go and listen to the interview we did with referee Steve, because he explains it better than we can. Like, he explains the legitimacy of it, and it makes sense. But he's also a thing of, I don't like referees looking stupid because they shouldn't look stupid. They're the authority figure. They're, as soon as you start making them look foolish, the whole thing falls apart. And it does. But with this, it made sense, I will say.
Yes.
But Collins did tap out. That is a given. But it is not logged in the history books.
It is not. When this was the first of two matches, during which partway through I went, he's going to win this.
As soon as he locked that the submission on, and then Ethan got up, I was like, "Oh, game's a bogey, mate." Yeah. I was like, "Game's a bogey."
Especially when he tapped. I was like, "That's it."
That's it. Yeah. But it was still cracking. Like, I loved it because it's something we haven't seen in Morecambe for a long time. That kind of finish. I can't think of the last time we got like a tap out that wasn't registered. You know what I mean? There's been foots on ropes and there's pull outs and stuff like that, but a tap out.
I can't recall. Yeah. There's not many who use submissions as a finisher either, which again something I really like that Alexander Gray's added to his game.
Boring, isn't it?
I love a submission.
I love a submission. But
one of my favourite things as a kid when I used to watch it, and the Rock did it better than anyone else, was the whole like drop your hand 3 times.
I will say that the arm drop is my favourite spot because it's so inherently stupid.
It is stupid.
Why would you be okay for the first 2 and then the third one, wow, the adrenaline kicks in? It's dumb, but it's wrestling and it's beautiful. It is legitimately one of my favourite spots.
And it's not done much anymore either. It used to be all the time when I was a kid. Now it's just...
Whenever I see it, now I have seen it in some places, and whenever I see it, I go wild because I think it's legitimately, in the right usage of it, it's tremendous fun.
Yeah,
I don't want it in a death match because that's stupid. But it's just normal wrestling.
It is
every once in a while.
In his retirement match, they did it with Cena against Gunther in the sleeper. But on his third one, he didn't just drop. He did the Cena like hand pose as his third one. I was just like,
see, you can do silly things.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So great match, great finish. We have a new Morecambe Bay champion in Craig Collins, which is going to be fun to watch.
Ethan, 1 down, 1 to go as he walks off.
Yes, he had
and at that point, I was like, oh. The
wheels are spinning.
Yeah.
We then went to a tag match. The Health Club came out to defend against Yorkshire Tough, and Yorkshire Tough are employing the Freebird rule. It's not
recent Rogan.
named. It's not named people who are champions. It is
Tough, so. A couple of shows back where it's on the official contract. It says Yorkshire Tough are the champions, which can
Ethan pointed that out.
Ethan pointed that out. Yes, with his poorly finger. Yes. But it would appear they're just adding people randomly now, and I'm all for it.
yeah. They're building it up as long as they've got the mentality. So Rogan came out with his belt. He had Mason Blake, who he brought in a few shows ago.
Yes, who is it still baffles me that he is a child essentially, because in the olden days he would be the foreman of a mine. Like, he's a giant boy. He goes over the top rope and makes it look easy. Like,
yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
But they had a new lad in tow, 21-year-old Zach Rowe. He's tag team champion elsewhere. Rogan brought him in to be his partner. Mason Blake was going to be on the outside.
Yes.
Thank you to Rogan for telling me what his name was, because I was trying to hear. I heard Jack.
I heard Jack or Zach, and I wasn't sure. And then we were just like, Bauer? And I was like, no, that's the guy from 24. But during his promo, like, I've been to shows where the crowd have booed people during promos and they've just abandoned the promo because it's just, you can't hear them over the microphone. Like, it was just, and he managed to get through eventually the bits he wanted to do. But the crowd absolutely hate him and love the Health Club, which is what you want. I will point out as well that Zach Rowe does have the look of Lenny Van Dolen from Twin Peaks. Just with the little moustache and the face, I was just like, that's him from Fire Walk with Me. But it isn't, because again, he's 21 years old and phenomenal. Like, it was never in doubt, was it? As much as I love the Health Club, and I do love the Health Club because they make me so happy. Sheriff Steele and Nightmare just having a little kiss before the match started. It was just a lovely little thing. I was just like, good on you. You should appreciate your friends. Isaac Wint's running and jumping around the ring. Like, it's fun. It's dumb. It's what wrestling can be. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you've got Yorkshire Tough, who are there to kill people to death. It's the duality of wrestling.
Yeah. It's a love tag team wrestling. I think halfway through this match, I was just like, this is why I love tag team wrestling. It's that good. And I find myself thinking that whenever I see Rogan, or when it was recent Rogan, I just end up thinking, that's why I love tag team wrestling. It's great. You can tell Sheriff Steele and Nightmare have got tremendous synchronicity in terms of what they do and the way he uses Nightmare as a weapon. throws him around and stuff. And yeah, Rogan's developing that chemistry with his new crew as well that he's got.
Protégés,
yes, new project, because they even got Zach to do the spot where they catch the ankle on the tag.
Yeah, the ankle pick. Yeah. I think this was also the match where Ref Steve blew his voice out because he was yelling something and he went, "Huh?" I was like, oh, his voice has gone. A tremendous match. Yorkshire Tough. If we get, I mean, they've got the tag belts, but if they're building up that stable, because there's those two and HMD as well.
No, you said that last time. That was something.
No, but he's also part of it.
Oh,
he wasn't there, but he is technically still part of Yorkshire Tough, isn't it?
Don't forget there was a run in here as well.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. So as Isaac Wint was waving his flag around, doing what he does, everyone's least favourite bastard Yorkshireman, bastard. It's great. I love wrestling. He didn't have any tea bags with him this time. His name's completely gone out of my brain.
Ernest Boggs.
Thank you. I had it, and then you're thinking. Ernest Boggs comes running out, steals the Aldovian flag and runs off with it now, which I think means he's the mayor of Aldovia. I'm not sure. But I mean, there has been animosity between Wynn and Boggs for a while now, hasn't there? Because there was a flag fight at one point. I'm loving seeing Boggs in OPW because they hate him there. But again, I generally think he's a tremendous wrestler. He's got a great gimmick, sells it brilliantly, and he's a solid wrestler as well. If he does align himself with Yorkshire Tough, then you've got like a 4 or 5 man stable. I'm on board with that. Just have them run roughshod over people for a while, or until the health club recruit some people.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
And there is that loose connection with Ethan because Ethan's the one who did the contract thing.
Yeah, that's true. It's
yeah. So
can you see?
I'm winning with a swanton as well.
A beautiful swanton as well. I get down off there, you silly boy. Yeah. And again, sadly, Health Club don't win, but they tried, and the people love them. That's the main thing. But they still retain, and that's that main event.
Main event time, yes. Troy Ryan with Ethan against RPD. I like the entrances because I was actually when I was doing the video on RPDs, I actually looked at Troy for quite a bit of the video, and he's just locked. He doesn't take his eyes off him. He watches them all the way through, even when they're in the ring. So there's no hesitation. Yeah, I would say this is unlike any Morecambe main event we've seen, because a minute in, when he's hit a Superman punch or spear
and a Superman
punch, it's kicked out. I'm like, don't normally start with finishers like this. So in my head, I immediately went, this is going to be like Brock Lesnar, John Cena.
I had big kind of, the children are not going to like this because it's going to be 5 minutes and we're done.
Yeah, I had like 3 stages. I had that one and I thought that, and then I went, oh, and Collins won as well in that group. And then my third one went, and also Troy Ryan's kind of fucked if he doesn't win. He's got
nowhere else to go. Yeah.
And then it just dawned on us like RPD's losing. It's going to be quick.
Yeah. First time we've not called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he threw everything he had at him. He speared him. He Superman punched him again without his glove. Like
I mean, like, down, aren't they?
I mean, Troy Ryan's doing Undertaker sit-ups, like, and it like you could, but not the desperation on RPD's face, but like the thing of, I've got nothing left to throw at him.
Yeah, because there's a bit when Troy goes to do his finisher, RPD lands on his feet out of it and hits Superman punch, glove down, as you said. Troy kind of goes down, but he's on his knees, so he's not actually fully down. And I remember looking at you one point, RPD's face kind of looked a bit heelish at one point because he was like, there was just anger on it. But then when I look back at it, I'm like, no, it's desperation. I'm like, what do I do?
It's desperation, frustration, and maybe
done.
a little bit of anger that why won't he die?
Cole kind of tried to rev the crowd up there and then went for his cutter, but got caught, and that was that. Then it was like the F5s. He did a few, and I think did Ethan tell him to pin him? He was like, or the ref, and he was like, "I'll pin him when I want to."
I'll pin him when I want to. Yeah. Because I think he also, I think he tried this. I think there was like 4 Superman punches, and one of them was caught by him as well, by Troy Ryan.
One, yeah.
And I think that was where the sort of I'm goofed.
That was like Captain America catching Thanos.
All right, wind your neck in. But yeah, it was one of those things. And again, amazing work by Troy Ryan and RPD. The Battle of the Ryans, you should have called it. But just I genuinely think it, because the ending, it kind of it wasn't like the chair shot, like, you know what I mean, like sucked all the air out of the room. There was just a kind of around. I was like, oh, Troy's run. I'm very happy. That makes sense to me. Nobody else was happy. But it's wrestling. Like, hopefully, we'll say it. I've said it before, and we'll say it again. Hopefully, this puts RPD on a dark path. It never will. It'll never happen. Not in Morecambe, anyway.
Pushing back with a noise there. You can tell they're expecting him to kick out because they are. He's gone quieter because he's done a few of them now, so they're getting quieter and quieter. But there's still that expectation, and you literally feel the air get sucked out of the room because it just goes quiet.
It's just 1, 2, 3, and then there's nothing.
And then there's like a realization.
Possibly me
happening.
And you shouting, like, and that's it, and our Darren. But yeah, like, other than that, everyone else is kind of like, has that just happened? And I'm like,
there's not even the immediate boos of all the bad guys.
No,
there's like a grieving and realization process.
That's it. That's exactly. It's a moment of realization that, oh, RPD's lost. Now what do we do?
Got his jacket, laid it over him.
Well, he stood over him with it, and I thought that was good. It's like taking a scalp, isn't it? That was nice. And yeah, lays it on him, and Ethan is now Troy Ryan, Craig Collins, the 2 belts, 2 singles belts that they have. They're both with him, which is what he said he wanted to do. Break it down and rebuild it.
Yeah, that's what they're going to be called. Surely start the next show off with them 3.
Ethan's Angels, like Charlie's Angels. I told you, at Catch, we saw Troy Ryan in a tag match, and he was the smallest man in the ring. That's how big these people were. Like, Troy Ryan being thrown around like a child. It was, yeah. And that was the show. People genuinely looked a little bit. Like I said, I wasn't there for the Isaiah Quinn championship win. I missed that one. I have gone back and watched it, but it's not the same as being there to see that visceral reaction from people. And this didn't have that. Or like when Hunter did the chair shot, like, this didn't have that immediate visceral reaction. Everyone kind of left like they'd been slightly concussed, like they couldn't believe what had happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, it happens. Like,
yeah, it's great. Like, they're the 3. You've just named the other 2 for me, where there's been an absolute unique reaction, and all 3 of them were different. This one was probably more like Quinn's, which obviously, like you said, you weren't there. But that was another sucking of the air. But at the same time, once he'd come out and he had cashed in, then follows the expectation that the cashing was going to work. As I said, I've just watched it back with the noise on him. Like, you can hear the crowd expect, he'll kick out. We've because I'd put a picture right at the start of the match when he's posing with the belt. Troy's looking at him. I jokingly put on Instagram like, this match should be sponsored by Ricky Halfpenny Fitness because he's a coach and he's gone on a right cut as well.
Oh, he has. He looks tremendous. Yes,
absolutely jacked. So I just put that and jacked, and then when the match finished, I was like, how long was that? And I went, oh, because Ricky had liked it. So I went back and looked, and it was like 8 minutes. So the match was 7 minutes or so.
Yep.
If that.
Yeah.
So people, again, it's a conditioning. They expect this
subversion. Yeah, you're going to get 15, 20-minute main event. Don't need it.
And even after the Hunter one, so I think that was another thing where you say they kind of left dazed and confused and concussed. Even after the Hunter one, RPD was still there, and he was doing his photos and that, and he was selling what had happened. He was just carried off. Like there was no one there.
Yeah.
He wasn't there for them to go, let's go and get our end of night picture. It was just like, what they were doing.
I mean, Decker came out.
And then Decker came out and Getsky and Holloway as well.
Yeah. But and that's rare for Morecambe, for RPD not to come out and schmooze, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
at the end, yeah. Like normally there's a rounds. But again, it's great because it sold.
Oh, it's and that was that. Like that's the end of the show. I think I text some people on the way home and was like, nobody does sad shows like Odyssey, like because they don't just go, oh, here's like a sad match. It's like you want it, you're getting it all. Like all your favorite people are gonna get destroyed, and it's like, yeah, I love it though because if good people always win, where's the joy in that? Like it's just watch Hallmark films if you want that. You have to have balance.
That second half of the show was a 1-2-3 gut punch.
Yeah, it was cracking. Loved it. Genuinely, like.
See, I don't see. I actually think this takes you further away from getting dark RPD. I was ruminating over this, and I actually think this is what brings Rick Marcus back.
Is he champing at the bit? Is he?
But good. Yeah, because I'm thinking with Collins alongside it there as well. He's going to be outnumbered here. And you said it as soon as the match ended. What was good here? This was clean. There's no questions.
There was no fiddling. Yeah, that was the other thing. Obviously. Because the lady in front of me was like, yeah, but I was like, did he cheat to win? No, he beat him in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Jobs are good. No chair shots.
Even 1 ounce
no
of
interference. No monkey shines. Nothing. And that helps sell the fact that he's just the better man won. I don't know. I don't know whether Marcus has come back because give it a while for that because it was only 3 shows ago they were beating the snot out of each other.
Yeah, but they ended on respect. He put a post up today that he's booked a photo shoot just for just for his fitness stuff. And then he also said, haven't had wrestling promo pics in a long time, so might grab some of them too. Might be needed by the back end of the year. Who knows?
Back into the year? Well, I'm saying that it's August now.
There's only 2 shows left.
Yeah, no, shut up. I mean, I'll be happy for it.
I think that could end up being a thing. And then, I don't know. If that connection is there with Yorkshire Tough as well, then that's how they could end up going tag champs.
It's possible.
And then because it's
all the faces on one side of the ring, all the heels on the other, and then they just charge at each other like a wall of death.
Yeah. Yes. It's because the hard thing with
start of X-Men.
the beauty, like having RPD on shows like incredible. One of the hard things when you've got a talent like that is when they're not champion. It's very hard for them not to be in your main event scene. That's why the Rick Marcus program is kind of beautiful because for a little while there it wasn't
kept him away.
The title wasn't there, especially in that middle stretch. But it's very hard because they're so good that they should be in it. So this could be a way to
take them away from it for a little while.
Do the tag title bit, and that also ticks off that goal.
The one thing they never did, didn't it? Yeah,
that was the goal that they had, and they did end that match with some respect. It's just But the other thing I can't wrap my head around, and it doesn't. He's lost the singles belt to Troy, and I don't know how that works. how do you see Dark RPD happening then? That's
I just want it. I don't know. He just comes out with an eye patch on, dressed like Snake Plissken. Just starts throwing grenades around. I don't know. I haven't thought it through. Again, it's just that thing of I want to see it in Morecambe just to see the reaction from people, but it'll never happen. And justifiably so, because I mean,
riots.
There will be riot. I mean, when Ryan Hunter done the betray, that was bad enough, but like, and they've never really like. He's over with them and they love him and stuff still, but he's not as popular as he was then. Like it's a hard road back up to that position again, doing what you've done. I don't RPD miss a couple of shows, right? But lick your wounds sort of thing.
Because I think the reason the Hunter one worked so well was because
it made sense.
What made sense, but RPD was on that level, if not more, popularity, which was part of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And you just come in here and took my spot. Who would it actually make sense for?
He just beats the snot out of Ethan. Just like follows him round, gets him when he's in Nando's or in Clark's buying school shoes. I don't know. I don't have to write the stories. Ethan, I just have to like imagine them in my head. But yeah, a fantastic show as always. One of those great shows that we don't get very often, but I love them when they come round because a little bit of subversion is good for you. Every show can't win with the person you want to win winning. Sometimes other people have to win, and yeah, I think I genuinely enjoyed myself a lot yesterday.
100%
from the second row.
Yeah, it was. When I was asked how the show was, I said it in the most respectful way I could say is it exceeded my expectations of what I was expecting. So, in a very good way. It was one of my favourite shows that I've actually been to in probably this year, and that's saying something.
Again, it was it's the Collins cheating to win and Troy Ryan not having to need to cheat to win. It's two very different stories, but with, like I said, with that thread running through them, but also the fact is that Troy Ryan was right. RPD ducked him for all them years because he knew this would happen.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Because we could get a bit of Alexander Gray RPD interactions because they're both on the same side of the coin now, aren't they?
They have. They could team up. And there's possibilities. That's the good thing about it is that it isn't just like, oh well, we know where this is going to go because I ain't got a clue now. Like I said, RPD could just disappear, lick his wounds for a bit, and come back. Like he might be back next show, and you know, did they get like a rematch clause? Because I've always hated that as a thing. I always feel stupid.
No.
So yeah, back of the queue you go, mate.
No, because Gray, you would say he's entitled to that because there's evidence that he's tapped Collins out. There's no.
We're not VAR and stuff, mate. Because
no justification either.
I went to a show and they used VAR. I was like, that takes all the fun out of wrestling. If you can stop the match and go, oh yeah, shenanigans happened, then what's the point? 30% of wrestling is shenanigans.
Yeah, that is stupid. Yeah. So yeah, absolute top tier show from me, I would say there. Absolutely loved it. The next show is October the 10th, which is Panic Stations. There is there was 2 front row VIP left at half time of the show. Yeah. So whether they went by the end, I don't know. Still some second row, but yeah, it's
get along to it.
It's set up this show. Yeah, this show has set it up really well. And Lancaster Bantam, who listens, thank you for your support all the time. I really appreciate it. He did point out to me yesterday, other than Lana, that all the heels are the champions. And it's probably a bit old school, but I always feel that the heel being the champion and the face chasing makes for more entertainment.
Yeah, because the heels could do more shady stuff. Yes.
Yeah, and that anticipation for the crowning moment for whoever it is. So yeah, exciting times. I think it was a good shot in the neck, which I think was needed in a good way. So the shows were good, but I thought
odd choice of words, but yeah.
No, but I think what
is that a phrase? A shot in the neck?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Or shot in the arm. Shot in the arm.
Shot in the arm, yeah.
Shot in the arm, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So until he said that, I've kind of, there was quite a few face champions there. And it does alter the dynamic. So,
yes.
So, yeah, that's why I feel it's exciting going forward. So, yeah, we'll be there. Make sure that you lot are as well. And thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you for the feedback we get on these as well. We really do appreciate them. And Holloway or anyone wants to come on.
Yeah, anyone. We'll have anyone. I don't mean that in a bad. Yeah. Apart from you, we won't have you on. You don't need one.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.